afternoon, everyone. I'm Andrea Flores, and thank you for joining me on this chilly day for your UI-7 news update. Let's take a look at today's national and local news. In national news, a federal judge has put a nationwide injunction that prevents President Trump's asylum restrictions. Judge John S. Tagar has refused to lift last month's temporary restraining order that prevents the president's intent to block some refugees from seeking asylum if they cross the U.S.-Mexico border illegally. The ACLU sued the Trump administration following this move from the president, leading to the judge's restraining order. Department of Justice attorneys for the White House have criticized the injunction, which leaves this policy in legal limbo. The refugee caravan's effect is being felt 2,000 miles away here on campus. I got a chance to touch base with community members who support the refugees. Thursday night's message on the quad was definitely loud and clear as students gathered in support of Central American refugees seeking asylum in the U.S. Dozens of students and community members joined UIUC Ayuda, holding signs and voicing their support through passionate poems and speeches. Member Carolina Kuhl shared her thoughts on why she believes some people don't want these refugees to be granted asylum.
A lot of it stems from ignorance and miscommunication. People don't know why people are migrating to the border, and they automatically assume that they're criminals. Like, they're not criminals. There's families and children seeking a better life, trying to escape.
Say it loud, say it clear, refugees are welcome here.
Along with asking for donations for their GoFundMe page, UIUC Ayuda also has a list of demands from the current administration, which includes an end to the criminalization of all refugees, respect for the refugees, and processing all refugee claims. There are other demands also listed here as well. Another group asking for donations to send to the border is Champaign-Urbana's chapter of the Party of Socialism and Liberation, which held a presentation on the U.S.'s history of intervention in Latin America, which candidate David Arizaga believes contributes to today's crisis and people's beliefs on the refugees themselves.
It's that destabilization of really trying to take away Central Americans' sovereignty and their rights to life in favor of U.S. interests is why I believe why U.S. imperialism has, kind of crafted and really created these crises that we're seeing.
As for how politicians refer to the situation, one university professor believes that also contributes to how people perceive the caravan.
Even the use of the word caravan, that's a concept that it was used by the Republican Party, and it colors the situation almost like in some kind of assault move, right?
But regardless of how the public thinks about these refugees, they're already arriving at the border, and only time will tell how the Trump administration will handle it. Well, while the weather down at the U.S.-Mexico border may be warm, things here in Champaign are totally different. Even though this past weekend was unseasonably warmer, you're going to need your winter coats for the rest of this week. Taking a look at our 3-day weather forecast, we'll be hanging out in the low to mid-30s. Wednesday is looking like a sunny day, but we will have an 80% chance of snow on Thursday, so be sure to keep your snow boots handy. Heading into the weekend, the temperatures will dip into the 20s on Friday with a bone-chilling low at 18 degrees. The first day of winter may be over 2 weeks away, but it looks like the cold weather is here to stay as we head into final season. And speaking of winter, the holiday season is upon us, with tonight being the third night of Hanukkah, and only 3 weeks are left until Christmas. No matter what you celebrate, you can see the holiday spirit all across campus. Different Greek houses, including Phi Delta Theta, Delta Upsilon, Phi Kappa Psi, Alpha Tau Omega, and Alpha Gamma Rho, just started lighting up the night sky with their own holiday displays. Many of these houses have yet to finish putting up their lights, so once everyone is done, Campus Town will be bright and festive. Well, that's all I have for this edition of UI-7 News Update, and Maddie Bunton is coming up at 3:30, so don't miss it. Also, don't miss out on any of our stories, so check us out on all of our social media pages. Subscribe to us on YouTube, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter and Instagram. It's been my pleasure to join you all this semester as a part of UI-7 News. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Andrea Flores, and have a great day. Illini.